KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature near 62 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at 3 to 7 miles per hour. Showers are likely tonight, mainly after 5 a.m., with a chance of precipitation at 60%. Now, new rainfall amounts of less than a tenth of an inch are possible tonight. Clouds will be increasing. We'll have a low temperature around 41 with a light southerly wind. Tomorrow, showers. In fact, we have a 100% chance of precipitation. And new rainfall amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch are possible. High temperature should be near 51 with southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Wind chill value early tomorrow morning will be as low as 38 degrees. Showers are likely tomorrow night with that chance of precipitation continuing at 100%. New rainfall amounts Saturday night between a half and 3/4 of an inch are possible. Low temperature will be around 42 with southeasterly winds 6 to 8 miles per hour becoming northeasterly after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 18 miles per hour. Sunday, we still have a 30% chance of showers before noontime Sunday, with partly sunny skies and a high near 56 degrees. North winds will be 6 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Skies will be mostly clear Sunday night with low around 37. Then Monday, when we observe Washington's birthday, or some call it President's Day, will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Monday night will be mostly cloudy with low around 43. Then those mostly cloudy conditions are going to continue on Tuesday with a high temperature near 67 degrees. We'll still be mostly cloudy Tuesday night, low around 51. But we get to see the sun some on Wednesday as we'll be partly sunny with a high temperature near 74 degrees. Wednesday night will be mostly cloudy with a low around 47, and Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 67 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update here on KSMO, and we welcome you and thank you for joining us for your noon hour weather broadcast. Stay right here on KSMO for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
The alpha-gal allergy is no joke, and it's one that's been catching a lot of people by surprise. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Alpha-gal is a food allergy triggered by a sugar molecule called alpha-gal that's often passed to humans through certain tick bites. The tricky part? Symptoms don't hit immediately like a peanut allergy might. They might show up hours later and range from mild hives to severe reactions, including anaphylaxis. For anyone in agriculture, outdoors a lot, or living in tick-heavy regions, this is something to be taken seriously. Ticks are small, but their impact can be huge. Even a tiny bite can set off a lifelong sensitivity to red meat, dairy, or other products from mammals. Suddenly, foods you grew up eating without a second thought can become dangerous, even deadly. Diagnosis can be confusing because symptoms appear long after eating, and it often takes blood tests to confirm. Treatment is mostly avoidance. No steak, no hamburger, no pork chops, and carrying emergency medication if a reaction occurs. That's a big lifestyle change, but necessary to manage the risk. The good news is that awareness is growing. Early recognition, careful planning, and education make it possible to stay safe without giving up the life that you love. For farmers, hunters, hikers, and anyone in rural communities, remember, ticks are small, but alpha-gal is serious. Take it seriously. I should know. My husband was just diagnosed. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents. The pressure to be first often comes at the cost of being right. But not at Brownfield. We believe the truth takes time. That's why our team is committed to getting the story right, not just getting it out across radio, digital, and social platforms. Verified, balanced, unbiased. That's what you deserve, and it's what we deliver. Visit brownfieldagnews.com for more.
In fields where weeds don't back down, farmers count on Liberty Ultra Herbicide by BASF. The Liberty Lock formulation delivers stronger coverage and 20% better weed control, something Todd Ryan in Moravia, Iowa has seen firsthand.
You know, I've been using Liberty for a number of years and really got along fine with it, but now we've upgraded to Liberty Ultra, and it seems like to me the burn down is quicker.
That's Liberty Ultra Herbicide. Clear, reliable efficiency. Hear more Ultramonials at libertyultramonials.com. Always read and follow label directions.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates,
the habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
Are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Another slow start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs were not reported. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your livestock market report. Direct cash cattle trade activity remains quiet. A few bids have been floated in parts of Nebraska at $238 live and $378 dressed. Those are being passed. Asking prices have only been floated in Texas at $245 to $247 live. Those still haven't been established in other areas. It looks like business is going to go down to the wire to take place this week. At the Wheeler Livestock Auction in Missouri on Thursday, steers weighing less than 650 pounds are mostly $5 to $16 higher. Steers weighing more than 650 pounds sold with a steady undertone. Four-weight heifers sold with a sharply higher undertone. Heifers 500 pounds and up were uneven from $2 lower to $10 higher. The USDA says demand was good for all classes in the offering on a moderate supply. Medium and large one feeder steers, 500 to 528 pounds, brought 491 to 527.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 601 to 612 pounds, brought $385 to $395. Box beef was mixed at midday with light and moderate demand for light offerings. Choice down 45 cents at $364.39. Select was 26 cents higher at $363.29. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday with very light negotiated purchases. This very slow into the week isn't a big surprise. Processors likely have needed numbers on hand and won't need to get aggressive in their procurement efforts. The industry continues to navigate this available supplies of pork versus demand situation. Market-ready hogs are ample and hog weights are still running above year-ago levels, which adds to those pork supplies. Demand, however, continues to navigate uncertainty when we're looking at both global and domestic markets. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct is 86.91. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at midday at $66. At Illinois, slaughter-style prices were $2 higher with moderate demand for light offerings at $49 to $61. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $55. And pork values were lower at midday, down 78 cents at $94.87. Ribs were sharply lower. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
Choosing the right crop insurance for your farm operation shouldn't be overwhelming. That's why FCS Financial makes it easy with a dedicated team of crop insurance specialists who can help you find the best solutions to protect your operation. And it's this dedication and experience that makes FCS Financial experts at finding solutions for each unique situation. You're more than a policy. We take the time to get to know you, your operation, and your needs. Whether you're a seasoned producer or just beginning, we have the tools you need to help you manage your risk and keep business running smoothly. FCS Financial, growing relationships, creating opportunities. Closing date for spring policies is March 15th. Contact your FCS Financial crop insurance expert at myfcsfinancial.com or call 800-444-3276.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
An equal opportunity provider.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your Old Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Randy Lynn Land, age 62 of Salem, passed away Sunday, February 8th. Due to impending weather for tomorrow, the service location has been changed to Wilson Mortuary, and that memorial service will be at Wilson Mortuary Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made in memory of Randy Land to the Salem Public Library or the Rolla Mission, and all arrangements for Randy Lynn Land of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements and was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time for a look at news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen have called a special meeting for this afternoon at 5 o'clock in the Old City Hall auditorium. Following roll call and approval of the agenda, the board will discuss the MPUA invoice approval before adjourning. The meeting of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen this afternoon at 5 is open to the public. Sparklight is launching its 2026 Dream Bigger contest, awarding $30,000 to support science, technology, engineering, and math, also referred to as STEM, education for K through 12 students. 12 winning schools or organizations will receive $2,500 each. Through the annual contest, Sparklight aims to help educators bring hands-on STEM experiences into classrooms and learning environments, equipping K through 12 students with skills that spark curiosity, problem-solving, and new ideas. Kindergarten through grade 12 schools and organizations located in communities that Sparklight serves are eligible to enter. Applicants are asked to submit a photo and a written summary explaining how the award will be used to support a STEM project, such as classroom equipment, robotics or science competitions, curriculum development or other materials, and how the project will benefit students. Entries for the 2026 contest will be accepted from February 17th through March 10th at sparklight.com/contest. Again, applications accepted February 17th through March 10th. Finals will be selected by Sparklight, and the 12 winners will be chosen through public voting from March 12th through March 18th at sparklight.com/contest. Winning schools and organizations will be highlighted on Sparklight's social media channels, helping spotlight innovative STEM programs and the educators behind them. The Salem Arty Board of Education will be meeting Thursday, February 19th at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. After the call to order and the Pledge of Allegiance, the board will approve the agenda and the consent agenda. The board will hear communications from Wes and Dana Connell. Salem High School CTE, that's Career and Technical Education, and FACS, which is Family and Consumer Sciences, will receive recognition. In the superintendent's report, CSIP goals will be addressed in all reports. Administration reports will be heard from William Lynch, Upper Elementary, Middle School, High School, Athletics and Activities, Special Education, Technology, and Maintenance. In new business, the board will approve MSBA contract for policy services, MSBA policy updates, updated principals contract, and 2026-2027 school calendar. No transfers, hires, or resignations and retirements are scheduled to be considered. The board will enter closed session to discuss personnel and student issues. followed by adjournment after returning to open session. The regular meeting of the Salem Arty Board of Education Thursday of next week is open to the public. As Missourians shoveled snow recently and huddled indoors against the February cold, earthquakes are among the last thing they're thinking about. But that's the point of Missouri Earthquake Awareness Month, which is observed across the state each February. State Emergency Management Agency Director Jim Remillard said a major earthquake for Missouri is what's known as a high-impact, low-frequency event, which is why most people don't think about them at all. But these types of natural disasters, unpredictable but with potential for catastrophic consequences when they do occur, require training, planning, exercises, and building resilience in the emergency management, business, and transportation sectors. We urge residents to consider their preparedness as well. Earthquakes warrant special attention in Missouri because of the presence of the New Madrid seismic zone in southeast Missouri, which in 1811 through 1812 generated some of the most powerful earthquakes to ever jolt the U.S. Buildings were destroyed, church bells rang hundreds of miles away, and the Mississippi River briefly flowed backward. The NMSZ is still active with an average of over 200 tiny earthquakes, most of which can't be perceived each year. Experts estimate there is a 25 to 40% chance of a large earthquake occurring in the next 50 years. Residents in southeast Missouri should check to make sure they are prepared in case of an earthquake. When shaking starts, the way to stay safe and protect yourself is to drop, cover, and hold on if an earthquake occurs. Get under a table or desk, drop to your knees, cover your head, and hold on until the shaking stops. Falling debris is the most common cause of injury in nations with modern building codes. There are a number of other preparedness steps Missourians should take. Resources for families, schools, and businesses are available at SEMA's Earthquake Preparedness website, including fact sheets, interactive maps, and informational videos that explain what to do in the event of an earthquake. Denton County Assessor Alyssa Brookshire wants to remind everyone your annual assessment forms that list your personal and business property for 2025 are due March 1st. You may drop off your assessment list at the assessor's office at the courthouse. They're open from 8 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. There's also a drop box on the front lawn of the courthouse for your convenience if you can't make it by until after hours. You can also mail in your assessment list forms, but make sure you have a postal clerk postmark your envelope by taking it to the desk inside the post office. You can also e-file your assessment list from online, that's the assessment form, until April 30th. Just follow the instructions on the assessment form you received in the mail. The penalty for not getting in your assessment form on time is determined at $10 per every $1,000 of assessed valuation, with a maximum penalty of $100 if you have assessed valuation of $10,000 or more. If you have any questions or need assistance with the online form, call Denton County Assessor Alyssa Brookshire at the Denton County Courthouse at 573-729-6010 or stop by during regular business hours. The Missouri State Highway Patrol, in conjunction with the American Legion, is now accepting applications for the 54th Cadet Patrol Academy. The joint program between the Missouri State Highway Patrol and the American Legion is looking for young men and women ages from 16 to 18 to join the 54th Cadet Patrol Academy for the 2026 class. The week-long class begins June 7th and gives students an opportunity to gain hands-on experience and an understanding of law enforcement. Additionally, students can explore different career paths within the patrol. The cadets will spend the week mirroring the work recruits do during the Patrol Academy. A graduation ceremony will be held for participants on Friday, June 12th. Students who apply must have a GPA of 2.0 or higher, be of good moral character, have a valid driver's license or permit, turn 16 prior to April 1st, and have an interest in pursuing a career in the criminal justice system. Those interested may obtain an application from their local American Legion post. Questions regarding the Cadet Patrol Academy can be directed to Corporal Michael Halem at 573-522-7650. In recognition and celebration of Drinking Water Week, May 3rd through the 9th, the Missouri Department of Natural Resources and the Missouri Section American Water Works Association are holding a poster contest for students in the 5th grade. The department is now accepting entries which must be postmarked by February 28. This year's poster theme is Save It, Don't Waste It. Posters should show ways to save and conserve our drinking water. Entries should be no larger than 11 by 17 inches, and artists may draw with any color or physical media, such as crayon, marker, or pencil to create their posters. Digital media submissions will not be accepted. Entries will be judged in 3 criteria: how original the entry is, how well the concept is executed, and how well the poster relates to public water supplies. Judges will choose a first, second, and third place winner. Prizes include $300 for first place, $200 for second place, and $100 for third place. The American Water Works Association provides the prize money. The department will feature winning entries on its social media platforms and website. Posters will not be returned after the contest. All posters should be submitted to Missouri Department of Natural Resources, Public Drinking Water Branch. Attention Tina Hale, P.O. Box 176, Jefferson City, Missouri, 65102-0176. For more information or for questions about the contest, contact Tina Hale of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources at 573-526-2180. A public hearing will be held by the Dent County Health Center Board of Trustees Thursday afternoon, February 19th at 5 o'clock in the Dent County Health Center Conference Room located at 1014 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. The purpose of the hearing is to receive public comments on proposed changes to the Dent County Health Center environmental fee schedule prior to consideration of adoption by the board. The hearing is open to the public. The Merrimack Regional Planning Commission's revolving loan fund has over $700,000 to loan to businesses in any of the 8 counties served by the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission, which includes Crawford, Dent, Gasconade, Marys, Osage, Phelps, Pulaski, and Washington counties. Any individual business can apply for up to $200,000 in a revolving fund loan. Benefits of this loan program include fixed rate financing for the borrower, improving a locality's quality of life, a lower down payment for the eligible passive concern, and longer maturities to repay the debt for the borrower. For any business needing assistance, call NRPC office today at 573-265-2993. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, you can contact them at 573-729-7071.
Spring is right upon us, and J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can help with your big projects, such as excavating, digging ponds, setting up new landscaping, or helping to improve on your existing landscaping. J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can haul rock and dirt, water for your pools and ponds, and even drinking water. Call J. Medlock Landscaping LLC today at 729-DIRT. That's J. Medlock Landscaping LLC, 729-3478.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It's now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Braden Gap scored 33 points, and Gavin Sapal recorded another double-double with 17 points and 12 rebounds as the Salem boys basketball Tigers beat Stillville Thursday night 74-66. Hunter Starbeck and Malachi Bruno each had 15 points for the Cardinals. Salem is 15-8 on the year and will play the Thayer Bobcats tonight around 7:20 at the SHS Gymnasium. Salem and Thayer enter the game with 3-1 SCA conference records, and the Bobcats are 11-10 on the year. The game will be carried right here on your hometown radio station KSMO and video streamed on KSMO Media. Salem and Thayer enter the game with 3-1 SCA conference records, while Mountain View Liberty leads the SCA conference with a 4-0 record. The Salem Lady Basketball Tigers battled back in the fourth quarter after falling behind Steelville 40-30 after 3 quarters, outscoring the Lady Cardinals 18-10, but fell short in their comeback effort, losing to Steelville 50-48. Clara Ball led all Salem scores with 13 points, followed by Paisley May with 12 points and Allison Walters with 10 points. Jasmine Hurd scored 18 points to lead the Lady Cardinals, followed by Emery Perkins with 17 more. Salem falls to 9-12 on the year, and the loss is their 5th straight. They'll be at Couch tonight, starting at 5:30 with the JV game and the varsity game to follow. The Salem Boys JV Basketball Tigers beat the Steelville Cardinals Thursday night, 69-40, and moved to 11-4 on the year. They'll take on the Thayer JV Bobcats tonight, starting at 6 at the SHS Gym. The Salem Lady Tigers JV played only 2 quarters Thursday and fell to Steelville 20-3. The Bunker Eagle boys and girls basketball teams will play in the People's Community Bank Bunker Shootout Saturday against St. Vincent at the Bunker High School Gym. The girls will play at 3, and the boys' game will follow at 4:30. The Missouri Basketball Tigers will host the Texas Longhorns Saturday night in SEC conference play. The pregame show will be at 7 o'clock with a tip-off at 7:30 on KSMO Radio. Missouri is 17-7 on the year and 7-4 in the SEC Conference. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Beef farmers and ranchers, packed with protein, iron, and essential nutrients. Beef powers healthy lifestyles. Discover balanced recipes at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
And our starting 5 is brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. We'll start with hoops from last night. Missouri State lost to Louisiana Tech 79-78 in double overtime. Lindenwood edged UT Martin 75-74. And SEMO lost to SIU Edwardsville 74-56. On the women's side, the Mizzou Tigers lost big at number 22 Tennessee 98-53. The number 19 St. Louis Billikens will try to extend their winning streak to 18 games when they visit Loyola tonight. The Billikens are in first place in the Atlantic 10 with an 11-0 conference record, 23-1 overall. But Coach Josh Schertz knows it's a long ways to go before March Madness.
All the external conversation about what seed are we going to be, right? And the reality is, to me, you're a lock for the NCAA tournament when you can lose every single game remaining on your schedule and make the NCAA tournament. So if we lose our last 7 regular season games and lost in the first round in Pittsburgh, we are not in the NCAA. We'll be lucky to be in the NIT. So we haven't done anything yet.
Tonight's game tips off at 7:30. And the Mizzou Tigers go for their 4th win in a row when they host Texas at Mizzou Arena tomorrow night. The Tigers are coming off an 86-85 win over Texas A&M on the road. Trent Pierce led the Tigers in that game. He's been playing much better.
I mean, I've grown a lot in my faith, and that's been a big part of us, my improvement and my mentality going into games, my confidence. That's been a huge difference for me.
Mizzou is 7-4 in the SEC, 17-7 overall. Tomorrow's game tips off at 7:30. And that's our starting 5, brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. 20-year-old Joy Dunn from O'Fallon having a great first Olympic run. 2 goals and 2 assists for Team USA. They're in the quarterfinals today of women's hockey against Italy. They start at 2:10. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
For 250 years, brave Americans have answered the call to defend our freedoms. Wounded Warrior Project honors this legacy of service and sacrifice with life-changing support for post-9/11 veterans, service members, and their families. We help warriors access VA benefits, improve their mental and physical health, and provide them with career assistance so they can thrive for a lifetime. Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
To me, working at St. Jude, what makes it so special is that there's more research going on here. At St. Jude, we don't care who cures cancer, we just need to advance the cure. The heart of St. Jude is to take care of children with catastrophic diseases and to advance their cure rates, but we need to be able to do that for everyone. It's a bold initiative to try and bump cure rates all around the world, but it is our commitment.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
It's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back shortly with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. The flu bug is biting. State health officials say more than 9,000 cases have been reported. Missouri's flu activity is considered among the highest in the country. State lawmakers are looking at a bill which would limit how many students can transfer out of a school district. Supporters say it would broaden educational choice. Democratic Senator Maggie Nuremberg, however, says she has concerns.
We do not want to pit school districts against each other.
The bill has advanced out of the Senate Education Committee. U.S. Senator Eric Schmidt of Missouri has introduced a bill he says would restore stability in college athletics in the NIL era. It includes a one-time transfer rule. The next phase of the I-70 expansion is to start this spring. MoDOT's Eric Kopinski says the stretch starts with a recently completed Missouri River Bridge.
Having that complete was paramount.
The next phase of construction is to be finished in 2028. The entire project a couple of years after that. And St. Louis will host its annual Mardi Gras Grand Parade tomorrow. Missouri Net News.
I'm Bill Pollack, host of Show Me Today, the voice of Missouri. We share stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Great to see that everybody is paying more attention.
Just interesting conversations from small-town innovators to voices making a statewide impact.
Because we know there's really great talent out there, and we want to get it into the state of Missouri.
Show Me Today weekdays on this station.
Hope we can get some people to tune in.
Or download the Show Me Today podcast wherever you listen.
Show Me Today. Life doesn't pause when you're sick. Vaccines against respiratory illnesses can help protect you and give you more playtime with your best friend. Depending on age and health status, vaccinations for flu, COVID-19, RSV, or pneumococcal infection may be recommended. Vaccines can help keep you from having a rough time. Learn more at cveep.org/vaccines-protect. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and CVEEP, fighting infectious respiratory disease.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. We'll continue to be sunny today with a high temperature near 62 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at 3 to 7 miles per hour. Showers are likely tonight, mainly after 5 a.m. That chance of precipitation is 60%, and new rainfall amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch are possible. Clouds will be increasing tonight. We'll have a low temperature around 41 with a light southerly wind. Tomorrow we have a 100% chance of showers with new precipitation amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch being possible. High temperature will be near 51 with southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. And early tomorrow morning we'll have or could have wind chill values as low as 38 degrees. Tomorrow night, 100% chance of showers continues with new rainfall amounts tomorrow night between a half and 3/4 of an inch being possible. Our low temperature will be around 42 with southeasterly winds 6 to 8 miles per hour. Those winds will become northeasterly after midnight tomorrow night, and winds could gust as high as 18 miles per hour. Sunday morning, we have a 30% chance of showers with partly sunny skies and a high near 56. North winds will be 6 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Skies are forecasted to be mostly clear Sunday night, low around 37. Then Monday, when we observe Washington's birthday and also President's Day, will be mostly sunny with a high near 65 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies are expected Monday night, low around 43. Then we'll be mostly cloudy on Tuesday with a high temperature near 67 degrees. Mostly cloudy conditions continue Tuesday night, low around 51. Then we'll be partly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 74 degrees. Skies will be mostly cloudy Wednesday night with low around 47, and Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 67 degrees.
KSMO Salem,